Hey everyone, GGB2003 here, and we're back with another review. This is on the Safari Limited 2019 Stegosaurus. I know, it's about time I did this one, right? It's been how many months since I said I was going to review it? Anyway, so, yeah, review of the 2019 Stego. Here we go. So starting off talking about the details on this model, they're very nice. I'm just gonna say it right out. This is a very well detailed figure. If my camera would please focus, there we go. That's wonderful. We can see the beak is nicely sculpted, the eyes pretty good, the nostril, the face is kind of well defined. I love these scales right down here along the neck, and on the underside of the head. Those look phenomenal. One thing that I really want to mention is how good the paint application on this one is, because right, like along the head especially, that's teeny little paint details, and they pulled it off so very well. Back along the body, we can see that the skin nicely textured. On the feet, a lot of people don't really like these socks, which I guess I can understand. I don't have a problem with them personally, though. Again, the sculpt, really nice coming along through here. The plates are very good. There is, I'll get to it, I guess, more on accuracy, but they got the plates right in a lot of ways. See a little stripe of kind of lighter brown running along the back there. It might be a little tricky to see, but it's very apparent in person. The plates kind of get bigger as you go back up towards the back legs, and then they get smaller along the tail. Legs themselves, very meaty, very good. The tail's nice and sort of straight out, not kind of all slumped downwards like the Papa one. And it's also a very nice length. It's got a good curve to it. Looks like it's about to maybe just kind of flick at something. Who knows? The Thagamizers, I personally don't like that they're just black. And they're rounded off. I understand that for safety, but it really does kind of detract from the look, in my opinion. Kind of a small little thing to complain about, but it is something that I feel is worth noting. There's not really much sculpted detail on them, and what little there is kind of matted by this. It's really hard to see, even in person. So that's one little issue. I have a bigger issue with this figure that I'm sure many of you are familiar with. Tails coming along like that. It looks fine. Looks very good, actually. Again, love the little scales along there. And if we just come along the bottom real quick, we can see it's kind of a cream type color. They got the cloaca on there, and just the sculpted detail continues to be absolutely incredible down along there. More of the same kind of wrinkling, I guess, of the skin on the plates, and then we come back around to that absolutely glamorous head. So as far as accuracy is concerned, very good. I have pretty much nothing to complain about here. They got the right number of plates. The plates are shaped nicely. Again, the Thagamizers are kind of dull, but again, can't really harp on them for that. That's more of a safety thing than anything else. Only the front 2 feet here, or the front toes, or the only 2 toes on the front feet are clawed, which is nice. Then they got the 3 on the back. Got the cloaca. Yeah, it's Safari, so we can expect good accuracy at this point, and no exception right here. Now, of course, we can't talk about this figure without talking about that price tag. This is a $25 figure. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that too much here, because I have an entire video saying that for how big and how detailed this is, it should not be that expensive. but I'm still going to do some size comparisons anyway, because, yeah. So the first thing I want to compare this to is the Stegosaurus. Just by looking at them, like, Safari's just looks better. Close to the same size. The Papa one I would say is a tad bit taller, but aside from that, they're pretty close in their size range. They're also about as detailed as each other. Maybe Safari's is even a little bit more so. Also, the pose on Safari's is exponentially superior. that looks way nicer, way more dynamic, way more alive. Yeah, I would say if you got a choice between these two, to go for Safari's. So next I want to bring in some more some stuff. Here's the Ceratosaurus and Safari Allosaurus. Say that the Allosaurus is actually, it appears to be a little bit larger than the Stego. I would say, at least. It's got a little bit more total size to it. The Cerato is smaller, but these guys look very nice next to each other, I would say, like, if you're displaying them. Like, especially these two, I mean, come on. They're like, such a classic pair right there. Just that scene, right there. That's good. That looks very good. Ceratosaurus, maybe, I mean, probably wouldn't. That was not supposed to happen. Ignore that. Yeah, you could do the same sort of idea here with the Cerato. And it still looks very good. Alright, so lastly here, we got a couple of really big old thick ones. This is the 2017 Diplodocus from Safari, which you can see just absolutely dwarfs the Stego. And also worth mentioning, this thing's only like $20 or $21, $25. So just get the idea here. Yeah. And then the Carnegie, there's absolutely no comparison there. This thing's just a behemoth.
Succulent.
So, closing thoughts. It's good. It's very good. If you want a Stegosaurus, get this. This is the best Stegosaurus currently on the market. If you're not looking for specifically a Stegosaurus, like if you're looking for a Morrison formation herbivore, yep, well. But if you're just looking for like an armored herbivore, I'd say go for the Anklo or the Trike. But if you do specifically want to get a Stegosaurus, I recommend this above all others. I would say that this is, I can say with certainty, this is the best Stegosaurus figure that is currently available to be purchased. That's pretty much all I have to say. See you around.